All right, we'll try again. Glenwald, Apocalypse 5. Hey, Stefan. Yeah, losing a hero is very bad, Rose. You don't want to do that. All right, looks like we got a magic orb, which is probably my favorite caster starting weapon. We have a mithril longbow, which is much stronger than the previous longbow, and we have an axe. So I think we got a lot better with rolls this time. As a side note, for those who weren't here when I went over the equipment initially, the other thing about that last one is this, I think it's the first time in a long time that I didn't have one piece of non-rare or uncommon gear. Everything was its common level. Things are going well, Stefan. Just getting rolling, trying to get some last spell runs out here, and it's time to meet the party. So first we have Bruno. Bruno is a noble, giving me an extra trinket slot. He is dodgy, although slow, and he has angelic blood, which is not going to pay him many dividends. But the Great Axe, I think, is strong. Gives him some mobility, gives him some nice AoE. Pants are nice, but probably not the correct pants for him in this case, and the medium armor is bad, so we'll probably look to change both of those. We got some elven armored boots, which are good. Our accuracy is good. The mithril longbow gives us some extra accuracy, which is nice. And then we picked up another worn medium armor, which is not my favorite to see. We'll be swapping these two. We'll give him the kettle helm, put the dodge here. And then last but not least, we have a magic orb with some mana regen. Seems pretty good. Another kettle helm. A troll blood amulet, which I will probably move to someone else. Heavy greaves. Wow, this is a weird stat distribution, if nothing else. So I guess we'll put these here. Yeah, the journeyman orb is very strong, for sure. I think I will also, though, move the shield into the offhand here. Because I think having more block on Bruno is going to be more important. And then, yeah, the gear is a little off, but it seems decent. I think we'll have some good things. The mithril longbow is definitely strong. Journeyman's orb is good. And Silver Great Axe is good. So, you know, maybe we'll have some good luck here. Although, all it takes is runners to really foul things up pretty substantially. But we'll go with an arrangement like this, I think. Put you here and put you here. And back into the fray we go. Oh, I do see runners. Okay. Let's see, where are we gonna... So we can run into here and do... Wow, that was 3 low rolls for sure. I think I'm actually going to... that depletes our movement too much. I want to do a bit of a retreat, so I think I'm just going to try and knock that guy out and then move back. Now, the thing about runners is if you can't see them, they're very hard to eliminate. But the Journeyman's Magic Orb is going to be great for taking out some of those, and then this is probably a safe place to retreat to. But we're definitely... What is stopping me from seeing you? All right, it's that there? Okay. Do we see any other runners in the wings? Looks like not. But yeah, this mithril bow... Was it mithril? Let me double check. Yeah, mithril longbow is putting out significantly more damage. And I'm going to hold off, I think, at least for the moment, on doing anything else. Except, are you out of... You're out of movement, and we did not... All right, I guess we just put in a little bit of damage here and then call it a day, but... It's not the first turn you want, necessarily. And here comes the bulk of them. Oh, that is shocking, actually. Yikes. Oh, the plus movement that you get on this, the plus movement speed, it's just so deceptively awful. Um, okay, let's have you. The breakpoints are just so punishing. What's my plan here? I guess I just need to kill some stuff and then probably move to here. But we have a big problem over here already. Like, I think I need to focus these runners, but these splitters are just coming in like nobody's business. And wait, why can't I? Oh, I just need to move a step back, and then I can. I'm gonna hope to get some lucky stuns here. Well, none of the people that I wanted to get stunned. Oh yeah, totally, Don. Agreed 100%. But we have no such luck. We got the stuns that we needed on that second one, so that feels pretty good. But I'm just trying to do anything that I can do here with very limited success. The Journeyman's Magic Orb, the problem is like, if you're not one-shotting things, you're in trouble. Yeah, Geralt. Oh yeah, everything is so close. And that's one of the things that I struggle with design-wise once you hit Apocalypse level 5, is just everything is so close, right? You're always just a touch off of breakpoints like that, and and there's nothing I could have done differently, right? Like, it sort of is what it is, and that's just the way that the developers wanted it to be. And I think it adds a nice bit of, oh my gosh, am I really going to do this again? Yeah. I'm burning 4 mana twice in a row just to keep that stable, which doesn't feel very good. And I can't leap anywhere, so I think I'm cornered here at the moment. That is my professional assessment as although my only professional credential is someone who gets their butt kicked very regularly by this game. But in the first night, you really don't have a lot of opportunity to do much of anything, right? You just kind of are given what you are given, and you have to sort of make the best of it. But there's not a great many options that you have to tailor your crew. You can't be like, well, I made this bad decision or I made that bad decision. It's kind of like you just are, you're just a victim of the breakpoints that the game has kind of laid out for you. And at this point, I'm just trying to knock people into lethal range from the poison, but I think we're going to have some come in here. And that's all our actions. Holy cow. The speedy boys. The panic is starting to mount because we're taking damage on this right here. And I don't know that there's much of anything we can do about that. Like, I don't think Jeez, yeah, look at these, right? We're at 8, 21, and 8. Yeah, it's We have too many baddies that need to evaporate at the moment. That was surprisingly good. And spin to win will almost zero the. Well, it would have had it. Oh wow. Oh, and that's all we have. All right, yeah. These 3 are not dying. Curses. So, okay, so if we step over like this, we can use another death ray, but the sensors block a huge portion of it. This death ray would be pretty quality, but I guess we do that. We do that. But again, we're not getting... Yeah, we're getting pushed over basically no matter what we do. I can technically, I think, take this one out. Gosh, see, the longbow, it's just like I have 3 action points. And, you know, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with them. I guess that technically keeps our heads above water. And then I can dive into the fray in order to slow things down here now that we've dodged him up. Bruno is officially dodged. But, yeah, I'm not... Oh, the last spell is taking a hit? Of course. These guys had to have been on the map, what, 2 turns? 8 movement is just brutal. And as we kind of know from experience, the... Alright, we'll do that. We'll do that. If we don't get the perfect on night 1, things are not going to get easier for us. That is obvious things with Alden. But let's see. If I'm trying to clear a path here for our caster to maybe do like a sweet I wish I could unmove you. Okay, let's just do that. It's like right about here, there's a really nice death ray. The sentence "a really nice death ray" I feel like is a fantastic sentence. But now we've way overexposed our caster, so we'll drop that there, and then... Yeah, I mean, all of these are panic-causing, so we might as well hit him with some of that, but that's all our action points. It doesn't feel good. That much is known. What's my play here even? I think I... Okay, hold on a second. This guy has... So, okay, when I select punch and mouse over him, I don't get a indication. I guess I get an indication of dodge chance, which is 9%. He normally has 5%. Did I equip you with some minus accuracy again? I did. Yep. All right. So that explains that. We're at least learning the math of things, but it always feels bad. Holy, 2 off on both of them. Batman. Am I going to blow up my own ruin? You better believe it. Hey, Vaynard, welcome. I'd be happy to tell you it. It's not that enthralling, but the story is pretty straightforward. So I worked at Google for about 6 years on a team that did sales engineering, and had an amazing time. Google is an incredible company to work for without question. And I had an absolute blast. But I never really felt Oh, thank you for the follow. Never really felt the pull of the work. So my kind of like longer term history is I spent my entire career as a software engineer. I ended up at Google after kind of a longish career working at a defense contractor and a handful of other software engineering houses. Spent a little bit of time in communications as well at a communications company, and yeah, and then eventually found my way to Google, and that was kind of like the peak of my software engineering career. And it was a great place to work, but it still didn't kind of satisfy me. I didn't kind of walk away and be like, okay, yeah, I've gotten here and now this is the place to be. And I really wanted to do something more creative. So about a year and change ago, I decided it was time for a change up. And I quit my job at Google and started doing some YouTube stuff and some Twitch stuff, because I kind of looked at it and said, that's what I watch. That's what I consume, right? Some people watch Netflix for their entertainment, and for me it was always watching Twitch streams and watching YouTubers. And I was like, I think I have a decent understanding of what makes people good at these things, and I have no idea if I'm going to be good at it, but it felt like a challenge I wanted to take on. So I kind of took the leap of faith, for lack of a better descriptor, and decided to start trying my hand at the YouTubes, and so far it's been a lot of fun. Exactly. I mean, that's the thing more than anything for me was I looked at it and I kind of said, okay, this is a known quantity, right? I can do this for forever, but it may not be the most fun or the most challenging, or I may not learn a lot more than I have already learned. I'll kind of be reapplying the things that I already have. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. It is a challenge that I am still kind of experiencing and working my way through. Yeah, absolutely. And as a side note, let me see if I can figure out a way to do this quickly here. Let's see. I think it is !YT. So I have two YouTube channels that I am currently working on. One is the content like this, right? So playing games online, and then I cut them up into episodic content and also post all the live streams there. You'll probably see there are a handful of people from time to time that watch me on YouTube as well. And then I have a second channel, which is more about kind of thinking and talking philosophy and sharing my views on the world, whatever kind of springs to mind. And that is the Ponderings channel. So I love Darkest Dungeon 2. I think that it is... I played Darkest Dungeon 1 through early access as well, and I see all the makings of a great game, but it's in a very infant form, which is exactly the same way that Darkest Dungeon 1 came out. I think there are definitely a lot of things that need tweaking and improving. I'm super excited to see the new classes that are on the roadmap. I think that more variety is going to be important, because there are less team compositions because you can't double up on heroes. So, the ability not to have, say, 2 occultists on a particular team, or not run quad leper, really limits the design space a bit more, right? In terms of not design space, but gameplay space. And so I'm really excited for them to add more characters, because that will add more variety. I'll talk a bit more about Darkest Dungeon, but yet again, we unfortunately failed to pass the panic barrier here on this run. So I am going to give this a restart, and we're going to try again.